there's a learning curve, right? So this is even when implementing automation systems or some form of large language model that's learning to do something like coding.
Yeah.
There's that experience curve that you have to go through. There is just no way of getting to the top of it without all of the learning cycles beforehand. And of course, as anybody who's built product knows and pushed product live and then had their customers come in and test their product for various reasons, this is not necessarily pain-free when you.
Yeah, I mean, listening to the customer, the voice of the customer, and and sometimes it's drowned out by all of the hoopla over the emerging technologies.
Sure.
The customer's needs really still got to dictate. The companies that I work with are the ones that the service is the central strength in the company that's been most successful. But the thing that I'm seeing right now is the coming change is unprecedented, but it's not unanticipated. We can see the shapes of what I believe the future will bring us. I think there's certainly dystopian valleys that we will cross from here to there. But I am very optimistic about the future. And one of the things that really raises the optimism is this arrival of the AI-enabled robot taking over the drudgery, the dirty, the dangerous, and freeing humans to do what we do best. That change is going to hit a lot of different industry segments differently. One of the areas where it's going to be most impactful is in the area of the traditional automation. It's going to redefine what is the successful application of automation. And companies that, if we take a look at automation suppliers today and say, oh, they're going to be in a very envious spot because of the coming automation. If we say that without really thinking about that automation is going to replace their historical strengths in automation, it will reshape it. That gives us a little bit of humility to look to the next step, that the experts in automation may be the most threatened by this next version of automation. Hard automation that I've used for years in terms of Scara robots that are grabbing parts and moving parts. For one of the pictures that we can all shape in our heads is the robots in an automated manufacturing facility that are waving around the wands and sparks are flying wherever they get there. When you think what it takes to make that happen, all the fixturing, all the precise movements, everything else to move that big work product like that frame of the car to the exact position so that robot can reach out in 3D space and with millimeter accuracy, put that spot welder in there or drive that FPR through those dissimilar metals. And then we say in the next generation with AI-enabled humanoid robots, being able to take over many of those tasks that traditional Scara robot had, all of the other supporting automation and precision is not so critical. That the vision systems that are common in those the new scale of robots, is going to be able to compensate for small deviations and still yield a millimeter accuracy.